I'm here with some of our student leaders, and we're just taking a few minutes to kind of debrief our start of the school year. We've had a lot of different events and have really tried to be as intentional as we can be in those events to accomplish and promote the themes that we've identified this year, both at a district level and our campus in particular. And those themes are represented with phrases like not just being connected, but also having a sense of belonging. And a theme that our ASB Council came up with to reinforce that is that of being united and ignited, which I think is just an amazing theme. And so with me today are several members of that ASB Council. This is Abigail Zacola, she's a senior. Will Stover is a senior. Anna Williams is a senior.
I'm a junior.
Who's actually a junior. I knew that. And Carrie Shelton, who's a senior. And so each of them are going to share a little bit just from their perspective of how they've seen these themes being played out in action in a very practical way. So Abigail, why don't you share some of your thoughts to start with?
Well, I think to start it off, even before our school year got started, we had our first football game, and there was a huge turnout at that game. I mean, everyone was shocked, and we were cheering loud, and it was a great win, great game, lots of people going out, and I just think this year, more than in years past, we've had a great Blue Crew, a great student section at volleyball games and soccer games and all the football games, so.
Lots of energy.
Yeah, for sure.
What have you noticed, Will?
Well, a few days after the football game, we had new student induction, which I thought was it was just really cool to see our ASB team get to put that the unite and ignite into action, and we all just kind of bonded together to get the job done. But it was also just so excited to see how students who don't know Cascade and are outside of the circle got super excited and they came out of their shells, and they it seems like they felt like they belonged, and it was just really impressive.
Good. Yeah. Good. What have you noticed, Donna?
Well, the day before school started, we had our preview day. So all the kids came and did a mock, got their schedules, got around their classes and stuff, and get their lockers, getting their school ID cards with me and Kiri, and just getting pumped for the school year. Super exciting.
Good. Carrie, what have you noticed?
One thing that I have noticed is we actually just got done with it, but our youth conference. And I know for me, youth conference for me is one of my favorite parts of our year. And just this year, we wanted to focus on our theme of trusting God, and what a timely theme that is for our school. And just all together, our whole student body felt it, and it was so cool to see God's presence truly show up in our school through worship and through our sessions. And we had incredible speakers like Reggie Jones and Taylor Ford, who came and literally just brought the word, and it was so cool to see how God moved and just honestly brought our school together. Coming back from conference, the next day going to school, people are still talking about it and just talking about the good things that God has done, and the experiences that they've had with friendships and just healing, and it was so cool to see, and it's awesome.
A couple of key takeaways for me yesterday in particular.
Yeah.
One was that it just felt like there really was a sense of community
Absolutely.
within what was happening yesterday. And then the other thing that was really neat for me, literally at the end of the day in that last worship segment, when we were just about done, I was standing there in the PAC, and my thought was, wow, I basically did absolutely nothing to make any of this happen. And it was you guys, Mrs. Bratz, but it was, and really to me, what was most exciting was it was largely not just the four of you, but when I say you guys, I mean students that were planning the event and executing it and making it all happen. And to me, that's the best way it can be. And so, good job to all of you and those who are working with you. And I think that we can look back over the first 3 weeks of the school year and just feel like we're off to an absolutely great start. And that we really are going to experience a sense of belonging as we go through the year. It's just going to get better.